Hey everyone, it's Casey here from Melbourne Reiki and Wellness, and today I thought I would have a little chat to you about confidence and rejection. Happy days, rejection. It's something that I think we all go through at one point or another in our life, and I myself have experienced rejection quite a lot actually in the last little while, so that's kind of been my inspiration for this talk today. But I think dealing with rejection requires confidence, and so I wanted to combine the two today for you. Let's talk confidence first. So confidence, I believe, is the ability to respond in any given situation without collapsing internally. So whether it's other people's opinions coming at us, or whether it's a situation that we are afraid of or that we're feeling really uncomfortable in, or whether it's just kind of walking into a room of people you don't know. I think confidence is the ability to stand tall and proud and knowing in yourself that whatever happens, you can handle it. Confidence, I hear a lot of people say, I'm just not confident, or I've never been a confident person, or I really struggle with confidence. But confidence is kind of like the Melbourne weather. It comes and goes depending on the situation. So for example, if I got dropped in the middle of China, for example, I don't speak Chinese, I don't know where I'm going, I probably wouldn't feel very confident because I don't know my way around, I can't speak the language, I don't really, I'd find it very difficult to be in that situation. However, if I was put in the middle of the city in Melbourne, I'd feel pretty confident that I'd be able to find my way home. I've lived here forever. So confidence can be very much situational. I think also confidence is habitual as well. We are habitual creatures. And if we go through life focusing on the things that we're not confident in, then that lack of confidence or the lack of feeling confident kind of infiltrates into the rest of our lives. So confidence definitely is all about focus, what you're focusing on in the moment. And it also depends on, I guess, habit. So practicing confidence over and over again. I like to use this example with my Reiki clients or my coaching clients. And this is kind of like the top of a table. So you can imagine this is your confidence table with legs underneath. And on top of the table, we need at least 4 legs, 4 things we can draw confidence from to keep the table still and stable. So for example, for me, I draw confidence from experience. So I can put 1 leg under my table called experience. So for example, if I have been to China over and over and over again, then I would feel more confident in finding my way around because I've been there over and over again. I've had the experience of being there. But if it's my first time there, I probably wouldn't be as experienced. So I think experience is a really good leg to draw on confidence. Another leg under my table would be, for me personally, health and fitness. So if I'm maintaining my health and I'm maintaining my fitness, I do my exercise every day, then I feel much more confident than the days that maybe I don't exercise, or I laze around in the morning, or I get up late, or I press snooze on the alarm. Doesn't often happen, but those times that I do, I generally kind of have a lack of energy. I feel more sluggish, and that definitely affects my confidence. Over here, I might put clothes or what I'm wearing for the day. And so if I am going out to a restaurant for dinner or something like that, or going out with friends, I might dress up and I might wear something that I feel really nice in. I might wear some heels, I'll put on some makeup, which is a very rare occurrence because I never wear makeup. But when I make an effort and I feel really good and I am wearing something that I feel nice in, then that can definitely affect my confidence. If I walk out and I'm wearing kind of old clothes and things that don't really fit very well, or are maybe like out of fashion, or I don't feel like I'm really kind of working in these clothes, then that will definitely affect my confidence. So I think what you wear, putting your best self forward and putting your best foot forward, I think can definitely help boost your confidence. Another leg under the confidence table, we might draw on our family and friends. So having a really good support network around you, people that love you for who you are, people accept you for exactly as you are, people that I guess can be there for you in times of need, and also just to have fun with and to experience life with. I think these are the people that are in your corner, you can definitely draw on them for confidence as well. So that's really important to have a great support network around you. 4 legs to the table, and then the more legs that we can add underneath, the better. So for example, I might add in my meditation and my Reiki practice. So that's part of my self-care routine. I make sure I do that every day, and when I do my meditations or my self-Reiki practice and I feel more in tune with my body and my mind, I feel more in tune with my energy, and I automatically feel more confident. I can add many other things under my table, but the more legs you can add, the better. Let's go into rejection. So you might all have your table, and you might have some of the same legs as me. You might have some different legs under your table. It really will depend on your individual circumstances. When you get rejected, because let's be honest, that's life. We will all feel rejected at one point or another. That can our confidence can take a little bit of a hit. So for example, one leg under my table might be, I'm single, but let's pretend I have a partner. So maybe I get some confidence from my partner. Maybe he supports me, maybe he tells me nice things, maybe he gives me some words of affirmation and makes me feel really good and makes me feel special and so on. So I get some confidence from him. And then let's say I get rejected, I get broken up with from this pretend partner. And all of a sudden, that leg under the table of my supportive, loving partner breaks and disappears because he has broken up with me. And so my table gets a little bit wobbly. Let's say that I only got my confidence from this particular romantic partner, and I relied on him for all of my confidence. You can imagine where my confidence table would be if that guy then breaks up with me on the floor. So, and I think this happens with a lot of us. We kind of lose our identity, and we depend on the person that we're with for most of our confidence, maybe 90 to 100% of our confidence. When that guy disappears, our table is completely crushed to the floor. And so we fall in a heap. We lose our sense of self. We don't know who we are anymore. We're not sure what we're going to do with our life, and everything comes crashing down. I've been there before, and I'm sure many of you have been there before as well. So what I've learned is that we can't ever rely just on one thing for confidence, because inevitably at some point, these things will take a little bit of a wobble. Maybe that's not your boyfriend, maybe that's a friend that you have an argument with, and all of a sudden your table has a little bit of a wobble. But the more legs under your table you have, the more stable you will be, and the less full impact it has on your well-being when one leg maybe breaks or falls away. I got rejected recently from a person who I asked to do a particular thing, and he said no, which he was within his right to say no, but it didn't even cross my mind at that time that he would reject me. And I just thought it would be a given. So maybe that was my bad in holding that expectation. But at that time, it was like, oh, okay, one leg maybe has gone, or maybe it's just had a little crack or a little wobble. But luckily, I've spent the last few years building up this stable confidence table that, okay, it still takes a little bit of a wobble. We still have that emotional response to process, and that's normal, and it's a good thing. We need to let the emotion out. But I'm not going to let the emotional response to this rejection wobble my entire table and really affect my entire being. So I think the key to rejection is, yes, feel the emotion for sure. We need to allow the energy to move through our body. However, we don't want to hold on to the rejection or the anger or the fear or the hurt, whatever the emotion is, for too long, because that's going to affect our entire being, especially if that's the one and only leg under our table. Rejection is hurtful. It affects our ego. We get a little bit bruised, perhaps. It takes us down a notch. But I think the lessons in rejection are, okay, what are we kind of relying on too much? What are we leaning on too much in our life? Maybe we need to balance out our table a little bit more. I think rejection also is a great lesson in having compassion for the person that is perhaps hurting us or the person that is rejecting us, but also more importantly, having compassion for ourselves. I think in that moment, it's like, okay, I need to be kind to myself here. My table has become a little bit wobbly, so I just need to come back into my center and maybe lean on the other areas of my confidence table, like my health and fitness, like my self Reiki and my meditation practice, like my support network, my friends and family, and like my experience. Okay, I've been through rejection before. It's fine. I know I can handle it. Move on to the next thing. I hope this has made a lot of sense. If you are going through rejection at the moment, and whatever that might look like for you, maybe it's a friendship, maybe it's a romantic partner, maybe it's a job that has rejected you from a job application, or you've been fired from a job, or maybe it's some other thing, some expectation that you've had that you've been knocked back on. Whatever the rejection is, if you are struggling with this feeling of rejection or the feelings of hurt, anger, frustration that are arising in your body, then please reach out. It's something that I'm really passionate about. It's something I've worked a lot on in myself, and I'm really capable and passionate about helping others to, build more legs under their table. If you need support, please reach out and book in for a Reiki healing or a coaching session. I'll pop the details below. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Otherwise, have a wonderful day, and until next time, see you soon.